And he, Jesus, began again to teach by the seaside. And there was gathered unto him a great multitude, so that he entered into a ship, and sat in the sea. And the whole multitude was by the sea on the land. And he taught them many things by parables, and said unto them in his doctrine. Mark chapter 4, verses 1 and 2. In this book, we're going to go back in time almost 2,000 years and join the multitudes who gathered by the seaside to hear Jesus explain how everything works in the kingdom of God. He's going to deliver his doctrine or his teaching and instruction through a parable, a Greek word that means a similitude or comparison. Jesus said that the parable of the sower is the key to understanding every other parable. It's the most important parable he taught, and he taught primarily in parables. Know ye not this parable? And how then will you know all the parables? Mark chapter 4 and verse 13. In other words, Jesus said that if you don't understand this parable, you won't understand any spiritual truth. Everything happens for a reason, people say. Yes, and the reason is found in this parable, which explains what God does, how he does it. It also explains what Satan does, how he does it. It also explains what happens to you, what you should do, and why you should do it. The answers to every problem that affects mankind, including health problems, premature death, financial problems, and relationship problems, can be found in this one parable. Let's take a closer look. The parable of the sower. Mark chapter 4, verses 3 to 20. Hearken, behold, there went out a sower to sow. And it came to pass as he sowed, some fell by the wayside, and the fowls of the air came and devoured it up. And some fell by stony ground, where it had not much earth, and immediately it sprang up, because it had no depth of earth. But when the sun was up, it was scorched, and because it had no root, it withered away. And some fell among thorns, and the thorns grew up and choked it, and it yielded no fruit. And other fell on good ground, and did yield fruit that sprang up and increased, and brought forth some 30, some 60, and some 100. And he said unto them, He that hath ears to hear, let him hear. And when he was alone, they that were about him with the 12 asked of him the parable. And he said unto them, Unto you it is given to know the mystery of the kingdom of God, but unto them that are without, all these things are done in parables, that seeing they may see, and not perceive, and hearing they may hear, and not understand, lest at any time they should be converted, and their sins should be forgiven them. And he said unto them, Know ye not this parable? And how then will ye know all parables? The sower soweth the word, and these are they by the wayside, where the word is sown. But when they had heard, Satan cometh immediately, and taketh away the word that was sown in their hearts. And these are likewise which are sown on thorny ground, who, when they had heard the word, immediately received it with gladness, and have no root in themselves, and so endure but for a time. Afterward, when affliction or persecution ariseth for the word's sake, immediately they are offended. And these are they which are sown among thorns, such as hears the word, and the cares of this world, and the deceitfulness of riches, and the lust of other things entering in choke the word, and it becometh unfruitful. And these are they which are sown on good ground, such as hear the word, and receive it, and bring forth fruit, some 30-fold, some 60, and some 100.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.